Okay, new video. It's currently Monday at like 9 o'clock. Watching some Pick Brothers, waiting for some people to get back to me about pictures, and then I gotta do some laundry, clean up this room a little bit, put away my camera stuff, then do some chores around the house. And then hopefully by the end of that, the weed whacker stuff will be here, and then I can start working on that. Okay, while I was watching Moto Owens, I ordered a bunch of parts from a bike, and yeah, so now my dirt bike should be pretty dialed here soon, and then yeah, so gotta wait for more people to buy pictures, and then I can go do stuff. Okay, let's get this cleaned up. So it's all cleaned up. I gotta run down to my grandma's Airbnb, put some batteries in the keypad so that the people that are renting it don't get locked out. Then I'll be back up here. Alright, so next part of my chores is to finish cleaning up this trailer. First thing I do, go dump this out into the dumpster because there's like a rotten watermelon that we forgot about. And then I'm gonna spray it out and put it on the fence to dry. Alright, next thing on my list is I gotta spray the weeds all over the front yard and the backyard too. So I'm gonna put in my AirPods and just start spraying. Okay, the stuff for the weed whacker is now here, so let's go in. Okay, now let's open these. And last but certainly not least, this, but I'm not gonna stab it, I'll just rip it open. Okay, now you can see everything we got. We got some fuel line, because they know it deteriorates, a air filter, carburetor, a spare primer bubble, gasket, spark plug, fuel filter. Not too sure about what those are. Those might just be extras. Little hexagon nut driver thing, I don't know why that's there. A auto bump tap head, which if you tap it like this, once it's on the weed whacker, it'll disperse more wire out. 2 extra rolls of wire, a like special part for a head if you want to run stuff other than this, another little lock nut, big washer for when you want to run something like this, a big lock nut for that. That's a lock washer, not a lock nut. This sits where that one sits and holds it. And then a tool to put all that stuff on. So it's a good little haul. All this was like 48 bucks. So I'll put the math together at the end, depending on how much we sell it for. But 48 bucks and 20 bucks, so it's like 70 bucks. And if I sell it for 150, that's a decent profit to buy something else. But I'm not gonna put all this stuff on yet. I gotta go run some more errands and do some more chores, including taking Tommy's tubes to the motorcycle shop to get fixed. Okay, this box will now just sit right there on my workbench until I have the time to work on that weed whacker. Alright, if you can see that sign right there, that says Foster Freeze. I decided to stop and get myself some food. This will be the first thing I ate all day, so, you know, 4:48. But got some food, and then I'm going to head to the bank to get my grandpa some cash because I accidentally used his card, and then head to the dirt bike shop. Okay, I barely made it to the motorcycle shop before they closed. I got there right at 5, but luckily Barstow's a somewhat small town, so I knew him, and I just walked in and I didn't care. And so Tommy's tires are dropped off. They should be done by like noon tomorrow. I'm gonna go run by the bank, then head home, and I think I got like one more chore to do or something, but yeah, let me go run to the bank real quick. Alright, I'm now at the bank, so let me go get some cash. Okay, actually before I go home, there's a quick change of plans. I gotta go run and get some dog food from Tractor Supply for our dogs, and then I can go home. Alright, just got home with the dog food. I'm gonna go put it inside, and then my brother's here too, so probably miss it. And I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. Okay, I have all this stuff for the weed whacker and some tools and some parts of it right there, and the rest of it's in the bed of the truck. Now I'm going down to grab Tommy's wheels and tires. Okay, I have Tommy's rims and tires in the back of the truck in the bed. This place is a mess. I'm at the play shop now with the weed whacker. I was really mad when I was trying to do Tommy's tubes and it did not end so well and I just left. So it's a mess. I need to clean that up, but we're going to work on this first and hopefully get it listed. First thing I'm going to do is pull this spark plug off and then go from there. I just realized I said spark plug. I'm going to pull the carburetor off and then I'll get back to you guys. But first, Dr. Pepper. Then we can pull it off. Well, that didn't really go as planned. I'm covered in gas, 2-stroke gas. The bench is covered in 2-stroke gas because I forgot to deprime it when I pulled that fuel line off. Didn't get in the Dr. Pepper though. Didn't get on the phone, didn't get on the GoPro. I'm gonna try to clean this mess up, but I think there's 2 more things I gotta pull off. All right, well the carb is off. And I'm going to dump out the fuel because I don't know how old it is. So that will also allow us to get to our fuel filter. So I need to figure out what the next step is. Okay, well, I might have got a little carried away. Here's the actual motor. It will be definitely easier to clean all inside there. And there's the pull start. So it's kind of now all separated. And I gotta clean that, I gotta clean that, I gotta clean that. But first, let me pull a spark plug out and start on this motor. Well, I've kind of gone deeper than I was planning to, and I'm going to go even deeper. So, time to pull a cylinder off. Okay, I changed that. I forgot about gaskets. So, this is as far tore down as it's going to get. I'm going to clean this up real well. Get all the, well, not this, because that's getting replaced, but all of these nice and cleaned up. Then we'll get started again. Okay, it definitely ain't pretty, but it's a lot better than it was before. So, I'll clean up those parts now. Okay, it doesn't look the best, but a lot better than it was before. I'm gonna set that aside and start cleaning up all the exterior parts. All right, here's a before, and they're still a little rough, but they're good enough now. I'm kind of getting sick and tired of this thing. I'm gonna replace that fuel filter in there real quick. Alright, when I pulled it out, it looked perfect, like no debris at all. So I'll just keep the new one for the new owner and I guess get to putting this thing back together. Okay, so the new carb didn't really work, so this is the old carb. I'm pulling it apart and cleaning it up. Put the new switch on from the new carb, and I put the primer bubble so it looks somewhat better. I just cleaned out all the ports and now I'm going to put it together and put it back on the motor. Well, I lost a really tiny screw that's for the carburetor. That's like this, but like a tad bit longer. And now I have to go try to find one at Home Depot. So, yeah, this is fun, but I don't know what I've shown so far, but I was getting ready to put the carburetor back on. The new carburetor didn't end up working. I probably ought to record that, but I need a new bolt or a new screw for that. Okay, I think I found the ones I need. Let's go check out. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Make sure I put one in. It's good enough. It's not too long to where it hits or anything, so I'm gonna put this back together and put it on the weed whacker. Okay, well, I have it back together, but it won't start. Pulled it a bunch, put gas in it, turn the choke on, it won't start. So I don't want to mess with it anymore tonight, so time to work on that thing. Alright, let's see how much we can get done on this in 30 minutes. Well, in 30 minutes, I got front sprocket on, chain on, and rear tire on. And it's actually starting to look like a dirt bike again. Yeah, so there's some more things to do. I obviously got to put it back together. Got to do a seal on it. I got to do an oil change on it. Put front tire on. Air filter. I think that's it. Honestly, doesn't sound like that much, and I think I should be able to get it done pretty soon. So, all right, I'm going to bed tonight, going to bed for the night, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright, it's currently Wednesday now. I've been out here pretty much all day out of the shop. I started with working on my truck, and then I got roped into doing some other stuff. So I'm gonna make you guys come with me to do an inspection on a Prius. So let me get this lift down and it pulled on. Okay, so I already did some windshield wiper spray. Works. Everything works for those. So I checked it in the green. There's no chips, cracking or pitting in the windshield, so I checked that one. I already tested the horn and the interior lights. Let me do the headlights, the turn signals, the hazards, and the brake lamps. Okay, headlights are good. Neither blinkers work. Back blinkers work. Hazards work. Windshield washer fluid is good. Okay, brake fluid isn't low, but it's not maxed out. This looks to be power steering fluid. Wait, what is that? Okay, actually, this is transmission fluid. Looks low, so I'll mark that on the paper. Also, coolant is well below low, so I'll also mark that. Engine oil is a little low, so I'll mark that down too. Okay, I'm special. It's not transmission. It is a electronic cooling system and a mechanical cooling system, so two different ones. So I have that all marked down now. And let me inspect the radiator, heater, and air conditioning hoses. The radiator hoses are good. The condenser, AC condenser, and hoses over here are definitely not good. I'm gonna put you right here, and you can see the bow because it got smacked. So that is not good. So I'll mark that too. Okay, time to go up. Well, that definitely ain't supposed to be like that. Well, I just had my dad come out here and he kind of pointed out the whole thing is crushed into the motor and transmission, so it's gonna be a lot of money for the customer, but this one's done. I'm gonna pull it off and put it back in the parking lot. Okay, here's the material. I'm gonna make a dirt bike stand. I'm gonna bore you guys of the build, and I'm just gonna put in my headphones and start cutting and welding and make it. So let me get started. Oh, okay, so it's like 8:30 probably around there. I'm going in for the night. I cleaned up all my material and got it all cut, so now it just needs to be welded together. Well, besides the plate, so it need to be cleaned up, but besides that, they just need to be welded together. I cleaned and I put them right there so that Pop doesn't yell at me and his bench is still clean. But yeah, I'm gonna go inside now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. Alright, it's a lot later in the day, and Tommy's here, and we're working on his dirt bike. So it is currently, let's see, 3 o'clock. Let's see how long it takes Tommy to get this done, because I'm only here as instructor. I'm not touching any tools. Alright, it's currently like 6:30 on Friday, and me and Tommy are going golfing, so let's go. Found these geese, and I convinced Tommy to go up to them. We'll see how this goes. We're playing horribly, but we're having fun, so all that matters. Some geese will attack you, some will just walk away like this. Alright, we just got done golfing, and then we have like 2 hours before Tommy has to leave, so probably go get some food on the way home because we haven't eaten yet, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do after that. Probably just go work on his dirt bike some more. Alright, it is 7 o'clock, and we're out at the shop to do some cleanup. Okay, first load is loaded up, completely full, and then that trash can needs to go in the back of my truck. But my brother brought donuts, so we're going to eat that.
Okay, Tom.
Let's see how far we make it. This is the tires on this side. Big old cut in that one. There's that one, and then here's the other one. So it's gonna bloat it out on the way there, but it's alright. First one went kaboom.
We didn't make it too far.
We really didn't. We're just gonna keep going. It'll be fine, I hope. I mean, the trailer's going to my brother for free, so hopefully he doesn't mind too much. We pull into a parking lot, and then a car meet started happening.
Are we making it?
There's the donut shop. There's the cop. He's probably just wants some donuts, and then he's talking to those guys. Alright, we got the tire change. There's more cars now. Maybe we'll make it to the shop. We'll probably have another blowout, but my dad kicked me out, so let's see what we're gonna do. My truck might get hit, which is unfortunate. It wants to roll so bad. It's so close to my truck. Oh Lord. I'm coming around here. Let's see. What if it hits the fence?
How close are you gonna get him over there, Elvis? Right there. So we still have to have something to chop this thing when it pops off? Yeah. Should we use more than just one? Maybe. Ready? Here we go!
Oh Lord.
Hell yeah! That's perfect.
Tell them to pull forward.
Chalk the front tires.
Shock the tires. Need someone. Hey, go for it.
Okay, round two.
You gotta run.
That wasn't too bad.
Kablam! Ah, do it.
Dang. Okay, it's like Saturday, I don't know what time, maybe like 3 or 4 o'clock. I just decided to hurry up and get it done. So Tommy's bike is done. I'm gonna go ride it, make sure it doesn't leak, wash it. I'll be ready. Then it's time to work on that and that. So I got some stuff to do. I'm gonna go ride it, make sure it doesn't leak.